Howdy, fellas. Happy Thursday. How's it going? Is everything working all right? I think I got it all working. I don't understand sometimes what happens with the music. Sometimes I can hear it coming out of my speaker and sometimes I can't. Is my mic too loud? How's it going? That's it. Your evening's over, huh, Mark? How's it going? Need some help doing more with Tasker. I don't know jack about Tasker, brother. I'm so sorry, Hop Hop. Maybe somebody else does. Hi, how's it going? How's it going, Paul? Mr. Fixers. I saw a whole bunch of folks. Greetings from Italy. Hey, DK. I saw somebody asking for Node-RED help. Man, I am not your guy for Node-RED help. I have been just yammeling myself to death, which I do fine with that. So that's why I stick with it, I guess. Hey, Tyson, how's it going? Oh, you know what you said? You said you sent me a text yesterday. I still don't think I got it. I don't know where it went. I don't even know where my phone is right now. How's it going, Father Time? Finally got to follow. So when I opened this thing up today, it said something about super stickers. Did you guys see something about super stickers? Yes, Octoprint. Yes, this is what we'll talk about today for sure. Travis is a Node-RED guy. Travis is definitely a Node-RED guy. Here, let's start with what am I printing? Let me show you. Well, let's see. Yeah, let me show you. Okay, what I'm printing. Oh, I can show it to you here. This is probably just as good a way of doing it, at least to start out with. It is some brackets for a window opener. So yesterday, for everybody who was on the stream and got to hear the fire alarm, we got this quiet, which is not quiet, but we got this quiet, cool fan installed in the house, and it works great. Like for what it's supposed to do, it cooled the house down last night to where everybody was asking me to shut it off. Please, Dad, turn it off. We're freezing. So it works well as far as cooling off the house. So what I'm doing now though is I'm using a linear actuator, big one here, big linear actuator to open and close at least one window so that anytime I turn this fan on, the window will be opened and closed. So what I've got, these are just some brackets that I made so that this piece could fit in the window frame. This part would go up against the wall, and then just a couple holes here. And then this part goes on the other end of it. And you know, a couple of holes there and all, and it works. It fits. I drew it up this morning and printed out. So I printed it out in this ABS that I had on the printer, and so what I'm doing now is printing it out in PLA because PLA is gonna be a bit stronger. Plus, it's black instead of pink. So dabble into Node Red, man. We'll see how it goes. Pure YAML for now. Yeah, that's me too, Glenn, for sure. So, so what I've got here is that where I'm struggling. Let me show you guys where I'm struggling. Hi from Australia, just in time, about to finish the night shift. Oh, good morning, Tim. Hopefully I can get to do another one tonight. I'll do another one tonight. That'll be maybe when you wake up. So let's see. Oh, hey, how's it going, John? Thanks for all the vids. You're welcome. Just got ESP Home going on some Sonoffs in your home assistant setup. Fantastic, Colin. ESP Home is great. It's my go-to. All right. Frisbee Golfer. Man, Frisbee Golfer. I've seen Frisbee Golfer name up there before, but we're going to do some squirrels for you. Yeehaw.
Here we go.
I don't hear the music. Do you guys hear the music? It looks like that thing would open a window even if it's locked. I guess we'll find out. What'll be nice is that it won't, I can leave it unlocked and I'm not afraid of anybody opening the window, right? You could like serves as a lock pretty well. So I'll just take the lock off the window so that nobody accidentally locks it and it jacks this thing up. Hey Emil, nice to catch me. Thank you. I'm glad you're here. Hey, Stefan's here, Piston. Just got here. How much have I missed? Like 3 minutes. Piston, like nothing, man. Haven't missed anything. Good time for Europeans in the Netherlands. Awesome, Robin. Awesome. Trying to make a 3-way switch on Node Red at the moment with Tasmatized Sonoff using GPIO pin and switch 09. Should be possible. Should be possible, Rob. Should be possible. Let us know as we're going through the next hour or so if you're having trouble. Been watching you on YouTube last couple weeks and just got on Twitch. Ah, gotcha. That's why, Frisbee Golfer. Gotcha. Did I ever get ESP Home onto those AMSys Wi-Fi smart plugs? ESP Home on those? No, I haven't, Helen. I haven't tried that. That would be probably the first step is going to be to make sure we know which pins are doing what on those. Because the problem with ESP Home, and it's not always a problem, but with that kind of a device, the problem is you got to know which pins are doing what. So because you have to set it up manually, unless somebody sets it up. I guess only one person has to figure it out and then post it for the rest of us, and then that would be fine. But no, I haven't. I just do for those plugs. I've just done Tasmota, and it's been great. Devin, any local meetups in Utah coming up? I got really freaked out. I saw a posting today that said the King of Random is going to be at the Maker Faire this weekend. I'm like, wait, Maker Faire this weekend? How did I miss Maker Faire? No, that was the Bay Area Maker Faire. So we'll definitely do one at the next Maker Faire. I think that's the thing to do. It would be interesting why I should reflash all your Sonoff T1s with ESP Home instead of Tasmota. No, I wouldn't do that, DK. I wouldn't do that. I'm not. My rule of thumb, one of many, is if it's broke. No, sorry, back up. If it ain't broke, what am I going to do? Nothing. I'm not going to touch it. So if it's not broke, I'm not fixing it. So if Tasmota is working on my Sonoff plugs and my Sonoff switches, I'm not touching it. They're gonna just stay that way. In fact, I was looking through today because the temperature sensors. I have a couple temperature sensors on some Sonoff switches that aren't working, and so I was messing around with them. Where's your stickers? Oh, Ishmi, yeah, where's your stickers? They made it from my office up here downstairs to the kitchen table, so we're getting closer. But then my wife went off with some friends instead of going to the post office for me. She's usually my post office runner. So that's right. Mike's got the right point. Right tool for the job. Sometimes it's Tasmota and sometimes it's ESP Home. All right. Ooh, Cthulhu. Oklahoma Cthulhu. We'll do Where Squirrel. Thanks for following. I know you're kidding. I know. If it works, don't touch it. Hello from the Netherlands. Hey, Martin. Oh, hey, Jenny. Switch to ESP Home on all your Sonoffs. And the speed difference is noticeable, but really just did it because I feel like playing with it. You have too much time on your hands. I know that's not true, but just watched video. Oh, DigiBlur. Awesome. Trying to see if Will's here. I haven't seen him. Ishmeet, but if he shows up, he'll, I'm sure, harass you about stickers. Is there a way for you to ask Google to turn on light with a Tasmatized Sonoff? Yeah, there's some ways. I assume you're using Home Assistant, Mr. Fixers, or using, it's kind of the roundabout way is Home Assistant and, Nabu Casa integration, or else Google Home integration without Nabu Casa is fine too. But so that Home Assistant and Google Home are sharing all the same devices, and then you can tell Google Home to turn things on and off. That's the missus. She doesn't know I'm living. That's what they call it, living. The kids are like, "Are you living?" Is there an easy way to remotely access? Easy, Amr? Yeah. What we did before we had the Nabu Casa thing was we did duck DNS. So you have to open a port in your router, duck DNS, let's encrypt, and that usually did the trick. So the best video for that is 1M Tech. 1M Tech did a great video about that. So I think if I just do one, it should give you a link to all his stuff. I hope. What is Nabu Casa, Mr. Fixtures? Oh, that's the subscription option with Home Assistant that they started doing. How long ago, guys? 6 months, something like that. And you get a bunch of they keep bundling more features into it, and it's right now it's access easy setup for She Who Shall Not Be Named in Google Home, and webhooks, and remote access of Home Assistant. It's $5 a month though, so it's not for everybody. For access, you can use Tor client from Frank's Repository. Oh, whoa! Mama brought me lunch. Oh, thank you. Here. Mm-hmm. An ESP home controlled LED on air sign would be fun. Oh, that would be fun. Don't live stream, but the conference calls the kids at home. That would be fun. Yeah. Well, let's put it on the list. We'll make something like that sometime. That'll be great. How is DigiBlur not able to post links? This is a sin. We need to fix that right now. All right. Sonoff component for Sonoff plugs have not been altered. I know some people don't like that, but it works for you. Hey, it works. That's great too. You know what? C-Wash, it doesn't matter. C-Washburn. It doesn't matter. You know what? I'm not going to fault anybody for just, going with the stock firmware on stuff. No problems. Plus, it supports the devs. That's right, Carlo. How's it going? That's right. I didn't, I got to see... Yeah, right. Paulus is not going to come knocking on my door. I don't see that happening. But maybe, who knows? Maybe. Cheeseburger in paradise. This is a porta subs sandwich. I'm getting squirreled. Aren't I? So wait, I was going back to about the components. Yeah, no problem. If you don't, so some people don't like to use the the components. We want to have things local and stuff. And if you don't want to do it that way, and you just do the components the way they are, the apps on the devices, man, nobody's going to be hard on you for that. Mustard and mayo, yeah, probably. I don't know what it's in there. Probably barbecue sauce or something. The next thing I was going to say was about the live stream. I got to tune in. I saw that it was happening, but I was at work and I couldn't listen. At work, I can use my eyes and I can type, but I need to be listening to, because I've got a beep that goes off, and I need people talking to me that might need my attention. So I can't listen very well when I'm at work. I can see, because you can look around and then look back and look around and then look back, and I can type, but I can't listen. So I didn't get to watch it. I want to go back and watch it, probably at 2x speed. Where did I get my linear actuator? I got it from Banggood. I probably have a magic link. I don't remember. Anyways, you can find them on Banggood. Just go Banggood linear actuators. Let's see. And then there was something else there's like 3 things here I was going to say. Discord Lovelace channel. Awesome. Discord. Oh, thank you. Did you blur? And Devin, next time ask for some DP cheesesteak and garlic ones are the best. Ooh, I'll bet. Well, Porta Subs, this is, Janice, my wife, she worked in Porta Subs, and so did several of her brothers. Porta Subs is just like a Subway kind of a restaurant out here in the West, mostly in Nevada, but they've got a few stores here in Utah as well. And her brothers opened, I don't remember how many stores they open now. They opened a few stores. Don't get the wrong idea that means that they're making a ton of money because they're barely getting by. In fact, if anybody wants to buy some Portasubs stores, I know a couple guys that would probably be willing to sell. Okay, so what I was going to tell you, the trouble that I'm having. Let's go back to the trouble. Is there one up there by you, Tyson? I don't think. Oh, let's see. The brothers own one like on California Avenue, one out by the airport. That's at a big office complex out there by the airport. One on 123rd South, and they used to have one. They used to have one in American Fork, but that was doing so bad. Layton. Oh, it must be somebody else. They don't own one up there, so it must be somebody else. Family connection. That's right. We support them. I think they do give us a little discount, but we support them. Okay, so let's look at. I want to show you my ESP Home for this window opener. Okay, because it's pretty simple. So ESP Home for window opener. So what I've got, I'm using a D1 Mini. There's my, anyways. So user outputs here, switches here. This is the same as I used for the shades, and it's actually the same controller that I used for the shades. These controllers are working pretty well, and because they can very easily reverse the polarity on a motor, they're perfect for this kind of thing. You put 12 volts on one way and it opens, and you put 12 volts on the other way and it closes. So it's real simple. Ooh, I just heard the air conditioning kick on. And then I've got a button that's going to do the same thing. You push it once, and if it's closed, it'll open it. And if it's open, it'll close it. And if it's if it's moving, it'll stop. So the button is working well. The D1 Mini everything's working. The sketch is done. I've got it all fired up this morning and all that. But the issue I'm having, and here's where we run into some real trouble. This thing here, is the remote control for this. What's up, baby?
Do you know when the kids are coming home?
Did you turn on the air conditioning? Who turned on the air conditioning? Did Mom? Do I know when the kids are coming home? I do not, baby. I don't know. I don't know. But you can ask Mommy. Yeah, it looks like it just barely started. It's not really 74. Temperatures are kind of off. Oh, it looks like it started downstairs as well. Okay, great. Well, this is the time of day for the air conditioners to come on, and we'll run those for a few hours, and then we'll go back to our our quiet, cool fan. Anyways, so have I seen the motor shield for the WeMos D1 Mini? I have seen a motor shield for it, Captain Slow. I haven't tried it. Have you tried it? Does it do that? Can it reverse polarity? Usually, I mean, this motor controller is pretty good. I like it. It's pretty robust. It's got a big heat sink on it, and you can run 3 amps through it. So it's pretty good. But yeah, there's probably better, smaller things to use for different situations. I've gotten to the point where I'm comfortable with this, and so that's what I've been using. Hey, Adano, how's it going, man? I see you over there. I see you over there in Twitch.
Me?
I see you too.
You have 0 pictures.
Oh, good. Doesn't mean you have to take a bunch. Oh, yeah. Okay, so back to this for a minute. So my problem here is the way that this ridiculous remote control works. First, I was hoping right off the bat that it was going to be hackable, like that I could just push a button and I would get a code on my Sonoff RF bridge. It says it's RF, but it doesn't say what frequency. It doesn't say 433 megahertz, so it's probably something else. Because I push the button, I don't get anything on the Sonoff bridge. So bummer, right? Well, my next attempt, and I'm there now. I went through this morning. In fact, that's what I was doing when I got all these messages on Discord that said, "Hey, you said you were going to stream today." So I was like, "Okay, here we go." So with this board, what I did, I got out my voltmeter and I just started poking around, and I figured out where the pins are that I need to connect to. And it's no surprise. It's fun for me to figure these things out because I haven't spent a lot of time in my life doing this. But the pins that we're gonna need, or that I'm gonna use, are gonna be this one here, this pin right here. It's not focused, is it? Sorry about that. Let's see if we can focus it. Can't have it unfocused. Somewhere around there, probably. Okay, better. There's a code control AC at ESP home. I don't know. We can look at it, Almer. We can look at it. I do my, we can talk about that for sure, because what you need is, you don't need a code in ESP home for an AC. You just need code in ESP home for something that's going to run a relay. And then you can do all of the programming of a thermostat in Home Assistant. I guess there's probably some way you could lambdamize, put some of the automations on the control chip itself. So just put an octocoupler on the buttons and shift register the LEDs to get status back from it. Captain Slow, I think without those fancy words, that's what I've come up with here. So what I was going to do, I know which pins it is. This one controls the speed, and there's 3 speeds. There's the high, medium, and low. And then up here, it's this pin that sets the timer, and they give you a 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour, 8 hour, 12 hour. Okay. So I can, and what I went through the board enough to figure out that when this button gets pressed, this pin goes to ground. And when this pin goes to ground, it alternates which speed is active. And I can get, the LED indicates that. So when this goes low, activates the switch. And when one of these LED positive sides goes high, then I know that is the active speed, right? And the same thing up here. When I take this pin here and go low to go to ground, then this will start with this button, or we'll start with this speed, and it'll give you 1 hour, 2 hours, 4 hours, or whatever. The bad part here, now here's some bad parts about this. Here's some bad parts. I'm not even going to use an optocoupler. I think I'm just going to be able to go, because this thing runs on 3 volts, runs on 3.3 volts. It takes 2 AA batteries. And so I'm just going to run it. I think I'm going to try and just run it right off of the D1 Mini. See what happens. Or at least from the same power supply. So they'll share a ground. So as long as whether this pin gets grounded because I push the button, or whether it gets grounded because I've got it connected to a pin and the pin goes to ground, won't matter, right? As long as this pin goes to ground and it's the same ground as everything else, should be fine. Should work, I think. So that's what I'm going to do. Then I can set this up so that it's I've got pins that are sensors, and when this goes high and it gets 3 volts on it, then the pin will say, "Oh, there's 3 volts on that," so I know that this is the one that's high. So I know that this is the speed that is active. Here's the trouble. This thing runs on batteries, right? Which is kind of nice for if you don't have a smart home or whatever. If you just don't want to wire anything, you just pop something on the wall. Yeah, warranty voided. Yeah, it's already voided. I've had it. I didn't even have it. I bet you I didn't have it 6 hours, and I voided the warranty by opening this thing up. But I don't care. I bought 2 of these remotes, so I've got another one that'll always work no matter what I do to this one. The trick is, this thing is set up to go to sleep because they've got it powered off of batteries. When it goes to sleep, the LEDs turn off. So my indicator of which speed the fan is on goes away. That's trouble. So I'm going to have to do something funky to save that last state so that I know where it's at. The other thing that kind of stinks about this is, once again, because it's battery powered, I push the button and that's what sort of wakes it up. So I push the button, it wakes it up, and then I have to push the button again to get it to do something. And to get it to turn off. If you want it to turn on and turn off without using the timer, you've got to push the timer button 5 times. You have to cycle through the whole timer. There's not just an off. So this is what I was just messing with as you guys started doing this. So now let's see. If I look up the I like this. If I look up the FCC ID of the remote, you should get the spec of the device, including the operating frequency. Pat, genius, thank you. No way to raw. I might be able to do raw. I might be able to do raw 433, if that's what it is. I think the first thing I'll do, I know it does say the FCC ID on the back of it, so that's probably the first thing that I'll do. Here it is. There's the FCC ID. So that's great. Yeah, I'll have to just click that button everywhere. Are there any lights when it's off? No, when it's off, there's nothing. When it's it'll go to sleep after a few seconds and there won't be anything else on. So FCC, what did I say? Did I say that? FBI or something? But maybe raw 433, that would be the best. Like what I would really rather do is just do this through that. But it won't be that big a deal. Like I could solder a couple wires on that board and connect a couple jumpers to a D1 Mini, and it wouldn't be that bad. In fact, I might have that done before the next stream later tonight. If I don't know what other things I have to do today. What voltage is it? It's all 3.3. The whole thing runs off of this runs off 2 AA batteries. So yeah, remembering the state would be pretty easy to do. Okay, cool. What are you looking at, Rick? This is this is my Quiet Cool. I got this new Quiet Cool fan. It's this big honking fan that goes up in the attic, and it does a great job for cooling off the house. It is not quiet. It is not quiet. Ooh, 433 on the FCC. Okay, good. Okay, good. So that should mean then that if I do raw code, it might work, huh? Nest has changed their plan. Existing users will no longer be impacted. Oh, really? Well, that's good. That's excellent for existing users. I don't know if you've seen them, but a friend of mine, Brain Stuff, sells a D1 breakout board, Tindy. Oh, it's also little screw connectors. Handy prototype things. Oh, cool, Colin. Post us a link, brother. Post us a link. That'd be great. It'd be good to get a hand on. Can make the 433 RF and output. Yeah. So, well, yeah, Pat, I've got the Sonoff RF bridge. So if I could get, what signal this is sending and get my Sonoff RF bridge to interpret it in whatever form as a long code, if that's what it needs to be, instead of, because it was working nice with just some of these little sensors, you pop it open and closed and you get a little 5 code or a little 5-digit sensor code, and then you can use that for things. But in this case, I pushed this button, I didn't get that code on my RF bridge. So I need to, I'll need to use it to do the codes. Hey, how's it going, Ethan? How you doing, man? How's it going? So you guys see Ethan Wolls there in the chat? It was his idea for me to use DrZzs as a gamer tag on Xbox like years ago. And so that's why I'm DrZzs today. How's it going, Ethan? I have not played anything in a long time. A little bit of Overwatch the last couple days, but nothing much. Nothing for any real good period of time. Okay, so ESPerna, does that do it better? Did you blur? When you open the console test mode RF bridge, you can use it to sort of sniffer, right? Yeah, well, that's what I did. We can try it again. We can do it again. The trick is it's going to turn off and on the fan, but that'll be okay. What do you got here? What do you got here, Scrub Man? Princeton Electronics, how to... Oh, okay. Well, that should work too. Look at that link. So this is ESPerna. I think I even have, I'm pretty sure I have an extra Sonoff RF bridge. I could put this on it. I'm here when he's live. Oh, goodness. Hey, look, John and Ethan. Hey. Talking of Xbox, is your Xbox API still work? I don't think so, Mark. I don't think it does. I haven't tried it in a long time. I think I just turned those sensors off. And I haven't heard from the guy in a while. So I don't know what he's done with it. It was cool while it lasted. Wish you were smarter with your gamer tag choosing. Oh man, Ethan can tell you. Ethan and John can tell you. I went through a gamer tag crisis. What did I change my gamer tag like 4 times in a week? but once Ethan said, you should do DrZzs, I was like, oh yeah, I totally should. Have a look at GitHub, the RF bridge. Ooh, 24. Oh, perfect. Hadn't heard of RF bridge from Sonoff. $10. Oh, dude, Colin, it's great. I love my Sonoff RF bridge. All right, let's look at. There's several of these. Okay, so here's one. Hardware Sonoff bridge direct hack. Okay, so and this is using, is this ESPerna? So this is ESPerna, so that's good. That's well established firmware, so that's great. Looks like you got to do some monkeying around here. That'll be interesting. Cut here. Oh gosh, I don't like this. No me gusta eso. No. I'm not gonna do all that. I don't think. Oh, you can't see it. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Yeah. There it is. Now you can see it. Bench video still up. I need some kind of alarm for that. Yeah, you should totally join the Discord. What are you talking about, of course? Industrial automation, design PCBs, and do a lot of other different stuff. Oh, man. Yeah, come on, Captain Slow. Somebody drop him the link. !D. Okay, take your money. Let's see. You only have one Sonoff bridge. Well, you know what? My one Sonoff bridge covers my whole house. It does. I've got door sensors. Let's see. I'm not sure I've got anything in the basement, but I definitely have like one of the doors to the garage, the back door to the garage. That's got one on it, and it works all the time. I mean, and the RF bridges lives right here under my desk, but still works. So the Sonoff RF bridge, honestly, if you just wanted a simple way to like do some, alarming kind of stuff around your house, simple sensor stuff, Sonoff RF bridge and some of those 2-code sensors, RF sensors that run on AA or AAA battery, fantastic. I love them. It's so easy. But yeah, mine's in the basement. Maybe that's a problem. Could be. Who knows? Is the Sonoff Basic R3? It is now. There is a Sonoff Basic R3. I have a video, Andrew, about the bridge, what I'm doing with it. All right, so let's look at some of these others. There's a couple other people that posted different little codes to look at here, different kinds of code. Let's look at this one. Is this the one that flashes the other chip? Alternative firmware for the onboard chip. Yes, this one, yeah. So in order to use Tasmota with the RF bridge, you need to flash the other chip. I mean, in order to use Tasmota and get the full 24-bit codes, right? You have to change the firmware to this. There's some instructions on. I've seen that. Yes, yeah, I've seen that. I haven't done it. Has anybody done this? Look at the software mod first. Yeah. I think I'll definitely try that. Maybe I'll try it in the next little bit. Mailbox sensors is great. Toilet seat sensors. Come on, guys. Am I seriously still the only one that has toilet seat sensors? They're fantastic. Yeah, OpenMQTT. Yeah. Killed a Sonoff bridge, now a D1 Mini. No longer connect to Wi-Fi, unable to get it working after reflashing. So, Glenn, go with Tasmota. Go with Tasmota on your RF bridge. It's beautiful. It works so well. Ended up getting a Bond fan. Oh, cool. Bonjour. Following. Yeehaw. Let's give you some squirrels. Thank you.
Here we go.
You don't have a toilet seat sensor. Sorry for living in the past. Come on, Dr. Mod. You gotta catch up, man. Gotta catch up. Ended up with a bona fide fan control. Oh, the Bond fan control. No, it was 305. I'm super excited that you guys looked that up for me and that it's 433. That gives me great hope. Then I may not hack the crap out of this yet. So I'll work on that some more. Hey, Brooklyn. How's it going? I was watching a show today. What was I watching? The Umbrella Academy. I was watching the Umbrella Academy and on the treadmill. And somebody went to somebody's house. They're in New York, right? It looks like New York. It's got to be New York. So they go to somebody's house, and just looking at the street and the house and stuff, I was like, oh, that has to be Queens. There's no place else that I would, somewhere around there. Maybe there's other spots like that, but it certainly isn't downtown or any place that a tourist goes. Anyways, it's fun. All right. I love New York. Man, hope it will get back, Glenn. I did fry one as well, but I think it was my own fault. Did I receive the new Sonoff Basic R3? Yes, I did, Victor. I've got Sonoff Basic R3. I've got 2 of them, but right now they still don't have the ability to do the new firmware. Oh, hey, Adam, how's it going? Umbrella Academy is awesome. All right, Mark Sabic, let's give you some explosions. Thanks for subscribing, man. Yes, when I was watching the Umbrella Academy this morning, I saw the notice that said there's going to be a next season, so that's fantastic. Started planning your next project, going to hack your portable AC. Going to be tricky. Need both to get status from the LEDs and decode the 7-segment display. Oh, wow. All right, Captain Slow, you're on it, brother. You can do it. You can do it. All right, Seamus. Binged watched all of Umbrella Academy. See, I when I find a show I really like, I torture myself. I don't know if I can call that exactly, but anyways, I say, okay, that's a really good show. I'm only going to watch it on the treadmill. So I got to get myself on the treadmill to be able to watch it. Can I show the board? Yeah, sure. My board, Victor, the one I'm working on. It's this guy. I'll leave that FCC number there too if anybody gleans any more information out of it. Oh, you mean, can I show the board for the Sonoff? Yeah, I can. Let me grab it. Watched 2 or 3 sitting for the whole season. The kid bedtime. Oh, should you upgrade to 0.3 from 0.922? Yeah, you sure should. Make sure you read the change logs and see what kind of breaking stuff is going to happen. Excuse me, but it sounded like 0.93 is going to have some cool stuff. This is the new Sonoff. We went through it before. We went through it on a stream a while back. It's okay. I don't know. I'm not sure that it's better, but whatever. Here it is. So the thing that's going to happen is this little jumper right here makes it so we can start it up in a different mode with like a different branch of their firmware, and that different branch of their firmware is which model? Quite cool. Oh, the 7000 something, 7000 Stealth or something. It's loud, dude. It is not that quiet. I like it. I like what it does, but it's not that quiet. Anyways, so we're going to be able to load whatever firmware we want. With this, you can do some REST API commands, so you could do some stuff with Home Assistant. But probably the better thing that's going to end up happening because of this is this lets you upload whatever firmware you want over the air. So we're going to be able to put this jumper on here, power this thing up, and then load Tasmota on it. Even though they say on their stuff, they say, oh, no more no need for Tasmota on Sonoff because of this. No, we're still going to want to do it. Probably, I think. Are they trying to get certification? That'd be great. Hey, Intermit Tech, how's it going? Quindor, how are you? I'm good, man. They changed the lifting screw terminals. No, they didn't change this. This is the same. They suck still. They still suck. I thought it was better when they had these insulated, like in the version 2, when they left these conductive channels that carry the high voltage. When they left those, they had those as like wires, and they were insulated. I was like, oh, this is fantastic. Now I don't even worry about sticking that in the wall with those, as long as those were insulated, but now they're not. So that kind of stinks. And then they made this piece like modular, but you can't actually take it off. So they made it looks modular, but you can't just pull it off without breaking stuff. So whatever. I mean, it's okay. They did it for some other reason, not for us, I'm sure, but whatever. It's fine. It would be good to see you do that extra flash on the RF bridge. Let me try it. Updated yesterday and killed your VM. No backup, so starting again. No, Ray. No, I'm so sorry, dude. That is the worst. That is like the worst feeling. Your server is Windows 10 with Plex, Home Assistant, and MotionEye is struggling. Would Proxmox free up resources? Yeah, Proxmox would definitely free up resources. What are you running it on, Ron? Because even, like, I've got this i3 Nook and a dozen or so cameras in MotionEye, and that's too much. It's too much. I could do it, but it lags, and I'm going to have to at least move MotionEye off. What I'll probably do is move it. I'll just move to Blue Iris, I think, is what I'll do. Oh my gosh, that's gorgeous, Dino. That's gorgeous. How do you get started with Home Assistant using a Raspberry Pi? Oh, Adam, you know. Adam, you from the M5 stack. How's it going? I recognize your image now that I see it there. Oh, you get started. Go to Juan M Tech's page, and I think if you do !Juan, it should get you there. And he's got a good video about getting started. I did one. In fact, I've done a couple of how you get started with Raspberry Pi and Home Assistant, and Juan is better at that. And he's done it, and so I'm not going to do it again. So go to his page, his YouTube page there, and he's got a getting started with Has.io video that's really good. Things have changed a little bit, so he'd probably tell you to do some things you might not need to do anymore. But for the basic getting started stuff, that's a great way to go. I love it. Don't you love it, Travis? We all have, like, there's several of us. There's a dozen or so of us that are doing videos of different kinds, and everybody's got their own personality. Everybody's got their own take on different things and the things that they're best at. And I mean, all together, we got a good community. We got a great community. So I even like Adrian Burns HA in his car, doing his videos in his car from the command line on Linux. It's beautiful. I haven't watched it in a long time because I don't do that. I don't use it that way, but I love what he's doing. I love that he's doing it. Swap your instance over to Proxmox instance. I was already using for other containers, running into hardware limits now. Oh yeah. Hardware limits will hit you eventually with the Pi, that's for sure. Sonoff Basic with a physical switch. Is there a GPIO for use on this? I don't see one. I do not see one. Uh-oh. Here it goes. You guys are going to see It's happened. I become my mom. Well, actually, it looks like there. I don't know. There's VCC. There's ground. I don't see a readily available. At least nothing that's marked. There's RX, TX, ground, and there. I don't know. Maybe there might be one there. Look, if you look right there, there's 5 pins actually. This one's marked. The one on the far end that's soldered closed is marked ground. But then there's like RX, TX, and then the square one is probably 3 volts. So I am getting old. So there might be a pin there. I don't know. I haven't poked around with it yet. Transmit and receive are GPIO 2 and 3. That's true. You can always use those. You can always use RX and TX. It's which one is it that you don't want? There's one of them you don't want to have anything high or low on startup. It's kind of messed up. But put a version of Home Assistant in the truck as an alarm system with the work truck. You were talking about that. That was the day build I wanted to talk to you about. Oh, is that what you wanted to talk about? Oh yeah. Is that what you wanted to come down and do? Come down and try and do it in one. Put a Home Assistant in your truck. That would be pretty fun. That would be interesting to see, because if you could do that, then maybe I would put it in my Bug eventually. If I ever figure out how to build that motor mount thing. How's my print doing? Oh, it's done. Should I go grab it? I can go grab my print. Man, that looks nice. That looks super nice. Look at that. I did a couple different things here. Where's my print buddies? Paul and the gang. I increased my first layer extrusion time. All right. I don't know how to say that name, but thank you for subscribing. Yeehaw!
Here we go.
Is he wearing pants today? I'm wearing shorts. No, this is actually, Father Time, this is actually out of, PLA. The first print was out of ABS, and then I did this one out of PLA because PLA is going to be stronger, and I really don't want these things to break. You know, there's going to be not a ton of force, but there's going to be some force. I know some people don't like the stripes. I don't mind the stripes, but I think that might be because it was actually a little too low. But anyways, I got a nice smooth back on it. That looks pretty good, right? I think overall, compared to the quality of some of the stuff I've printed, I think these are looking pretty good. I'm a little worried about that spot right there. It looks like it may. I'm sure there's enough there that it won't come apart or anything. But anyways, that's what I love. This is why everyone should have a 3D printer, because this morning I woke up and said, boy, it would be nice if I could use that linear actuator to open and close my windows. And I hooked up all this stuff. I hooked up all this stuff on the D1 Mini, and I actually wrote the sketch, the ESP Home YAML code yesterday, but then I got up this morning and I put it on the D1 Mini, hooked everything up, tested it out, it worked. So I was like, okay, well then I need to mount it. Measured out some stuff in the window frame, did some, and did, designed it, 3D print, designed it, and then printed it a test with ABS, and then printed the real thing just now with PLA, and I haven't even had lunch yet. Look at all that I've done. It's awesome. PLA is more brittle than ABS. No, I think it's the other way around, Adam. I find that ABS is really brittle. ABS will crack a lot easier to me. And maybe I'm using bad stuff that's old, but 3D printing pins are great for fixing cracked parts. Oh, that's a good idea. Maybe I should try that. Anyways, I'm happy with those parts. That's going to be great. And they're going to fit perfect. And so I'll have that sucker installed here in the next little bit. It's awesome. So what was I going to say? Printer is currently working too. Will be around another 15, 18 hours before it's finished. Oh, Captain Slow. I can't handle that. These parts, I printed these on with my my smaller print head that's got the 0.5 millimeter nozzle and the sort of normal standard head, because it was only going to take an hour. It took an hour to print these. And that's on, I think my layer heights are 0.38 millimeters. So they're pretty big for something like this, or for something in general. But then my Moore extruder which I love. I don't know how long it would take to print this on the Morse-Druder, but I would definitely, if I had to go anything bigger than this, I have to switch to the Morse-Druder. I can't do it. 36-hour print. Yeah, I can't do it. I did it once, but I can't do it anymore. Dude, I noticed they make a Wi-Fi controller for the QC fans. No, I didn't, Paul. Ooh, you got a link for me, my friend? That would help. That'd be awesome. Point form printing at 0.02. Yeah, that'll take a while. That'll take a while. You know, I should have probably paid more attention and like asked for some things, but in my mind, my intention the entire time with these quiet cool fans was just install it for me and then I'll control it how I want to. That was my plan from the beginning, and I sure I could still do that. I just have to get up in the attic and open up the control box and do some stuff up there, and that would be sweaty and hot. So if I can do it a different way, that's what I'm going to do. Okay, thank you, Paul. Oh yeah, but then I wonder if I have that. I probably didn't get that box. That's probably not the box that they sold me. I'll have to call the guy and ask him. I'm gonna call him and say, "Hey, man, it's not very quiet," and then talk to him about this. Maybe mine does that. I've got some owner's manual around here somewhere too. Oh, sorry. Once again, sorry. Oh, and the manual, yeah. They gave me a manual. I wonder if it's the same one. Yeah, they didn't give me this. I don't have this. I don't think. They gave me these, these dang RF controllers, which are probably cheaper for them. Anyway, it'll be fun to tackle. We'll get it worked out. Resources in the Proxima will take up about 1/5 of what Windows will take, yeah. Wish I had a way to monitor your paper printer in Home Assistant. Ooh, that would be cool. So I could have Alexa say, "We need paper." Just don't let her control the whether or not you need toner notices. My gosh, we've got a Brother printer, and I put a brand new cartridge in there. I have in the past because of those messages that say it's time to change, but it's not time to change. It's totally not time to change. All right, what else is going on? We got a great crowd today. What else can we do? Got some PETG transparent filament this week. Ooh, that sounds cool. Quickly learned I was not going to be a clear front for UTT Go doorbell enclosure, so I'm making plans for some crystal-like light structures instead. Yeah, it doesn't, even though it's clear, with all the edges and the Z's side, and all that layers, you don't really get a clear picture. Shake the toner till it's to the very, very end. Yeah, that's what I do. And then not only that, Carlo, I do that. I like that idea, and I love that. I do that. But then what I do is you have to like trick it. You have to like reboot the whole printer and make it think it's brand new. Like disconnect it and reconnect it, and then it thinks it's got a brand new cartridge in there, something stupid like that. But I did it. Yeah, exactly. Your Brother printer paper's low. It's like 75% full. Yeah, it prints well, and we've had it for years, and it's printed fine. But hey, Frank, how's it going? I can't wait to watch. I got to say hi yesterday when Paulus was at your house, but I didn't get to listen very much because I was at work. But I'm going to go back through it and watch it. Check it out. That's funny. I just saw the part he clipped, and he posted it on like the Home Assistant, and maybe it was Facebook or Twitter or something like that, where he kind of surprised you, where he showed up at your house. That's awesome. I guess he must live close, or was he traveling and he was just nearby? Build my own Wi-Fi controller. It doesn't appear the connections in the attic are very complicated. Oh, can you see the connections in the attic, Paul? Was that part of what you've got in here? This? If that's the case, then maybe I do need to maybe I'll just build it down here, wait until, because I can do that quiet, cool fan. It cools off the attic. So if I do it at night, it'll be nice and cool up there. So this is it, right? Let's just look at how big can we make this? Come on, man, I can't see that. It's not getting any bigger. But is this just the times? Let's see, power cord. Attach the green to the fan. If you're retrofitting the Wi-Fi smart control, you'll have to unwire the existing wall switch. Use the powers run directly to the motor. He was traveling. He lived in the city for like 8 years. His friend's here. Apparently his friend lives at the end of the street. No way. Because didn't he? I remember he was saying, I thought he lived in San Francisco for a while or something like that. He lived in the Bay Area or something. Was over for a wedding and staying at a friend's. Okay, that's awesome. That is so cool. And he knew, and he just popped in. That's funny. That's so fun. Always cold. Oh, hey, Rob. How's it going? So many streams. I know, isn't it great? How are you been? When's your stream? When's the next hookup stream? DigiBlur stream. Who else is streaming? Adono's here. He's always cool thanks to the amount of asbestos. Oh, gosh. Oh, my gosh. Are you at work right now? I guess maybe you're. Oh, you've been too busy at work. Well, what do you think? I mean, you see in a diagram. I guess this is all I need to go by. I haven't taken the time to look at this, Paul, but man, I would love it. I would love it. All I need to do is just throw some relays together, right, and just go up there and do it. Oh, that reminds me. I should say, yeah, with a 4-channel, I've got 4 channels just sitting. I mean, why not? I've got 2 4 channels. 2? There you go. I've got 2 4 channels just sitting, doing nothing. And they haven't done anything forever. And since I got them just to do videos about them and then didn't. You didn't really know. Your wife knew. Paula's contacted her for the address. So I was not prepared even a bit. I was just stunned when the guy was just next to me saying hi. That is so cool. That is so fun. Oh, man. Love it. Oh, good times. Good times. Yeah, I think I just have to go up there and do this. Because all I've got to do, I mean, this is, there's power, there's ground. I don't know what this yellow one is. We'll figure that out. Well, the power ground, this is AC, right? So you got hot and neutral. And then you've got, these are just going to be the 3 different speeds. And all I've got to do is just pop a relay right in there on each one of those, right? It should do it. Or somewhere. I don't know. Maybe it's got to be different than that, but I should still be able to do it. Four cameras. Woo! Oh, man. Yeah, different colors, different speeds should do the trick. All right. I should have asked the guy yesterday. In fact, well, you guys know, if you were watching the stream yesterday, he was here installing it. The guy was up in the attic installing it, and he set off the fire alarm. So Frank gets a visit from Paulus. I get the fire alarm going off in the middle of my stream. Banana Pie Productions, awesome. Hey, thanks, man. Love your videos, Mike. Thanks, Mike. I hope you get to say something. I don't know if that that's cool. I don't know if that's going to pop up on the screen and let you say that out loud, hopefully. Your ears remember it, Ozza. Yeah, that was a couple of Shelly. Yeah.
Thanks from New Zealand. Love your videos, Mike.
Thanks, Mike. Appreciate it, man. Banana Pie Productions. I like it. I love some banana pie, too. Thank you very much, man. Shelly's, if I had a couple of Shelly's, Mark, I think I'd use them for other things. I'd put them I've got a couple places where I need to put some Shelly's in the wall. I just haven't taken the time to buy any. Finally checking out one of the live streams when they're actually live. Well, thank you, Dante. So what I've done for myself in the past, I actually like watching the live streams. Maybe it's egotistic. I don't know. It's not because I want to see myself. It's just entertaining. But I'll watch the live streams and I'll put them on 2 times speed, and then watch them through. And you actually can follow just fine. But I actually sound a lot more like a squirrel. Shelly's coming. The UL Shelly. Yes. Yes. Awesome. Awesome. I need to ask those guys for a few more samples. Because I need a couple Shellys. There's a couple places where I would like to put some sort of smart switch in the wall, but Sonoff T1's too big. And anyways, I think Shelly just works so well. I took the one Shelly 2 that I haven't put it in the wall. I actually I gave the rest of them away. All the ones that they gave me, I gave away. Currently linking Home Assistant to Alexa and Nabukasa, trying not to copy any codes into the stream chat. Yeah, you got to be careful. Dancing squirrels are funny at 2 times speed. I still got to take some time and make some more. Make some more things. I'm going to use some of those emotes that we've got in the, or emojis, I guess they're emojis, not emotes. Emojis that I got in the Discord, like the flying on the unicorn and stuff. All right. Never seen a mirror he didn't like. That just means you end up watching a bunch of crappy shows. Me? If I watch them in 2 times speed? They're my own shows, John. Let's talk about myself. Gosh, hurtful. Somebody's following. That means more dancing squirrels. Yeehaw! Thanks for following.
Here we go.
Try to add an audio reactive effect. Ooh! Just ordered electric mic and amp. Oh, fantastic, Pinky. That'd be so fun. That'd be so fun. I know it's... I loved it. I love that sketch. It works really well. Thank you. I haven't tried it with the X-Lights part, but I'm sure it would work. All right, what else? Let's see. We got to do a couple things before the kids come home because I can't be on too long. What else should we do? Let's do 1 or 2 more things before I got to go. I said this would be a short one, and I got to keep it that way. Kids are coming home. Hey, from Russia. Oh, how's it going, man? How are you? Hello. All is well, Demps. Hey, Demps. Good to see you, man. Love to say thank you. You're welcome. And the Hookup and DigiBlur and all the other wonderful creators out there for all the information, tutorials, and help. You're welcome. Dante, you're welcome. We got a great community, man. Selling a kidney for a 3D printer. Good luck, Assad. Get a good one. How about we cure cancer? Okay, we could work on that. Somebody... I'm sure this happens to everybody, right? Every career, doesn't matter, every job, everybody, you have days where you're just like, you're just complaining to each other, right? You and your coworkers just complaining about the job. Okay, so me and one of the surgeons were complaining the other day about the system, the healthcare system and stuff, right? And one of the things, what he said was, you know what? I've got a perfect solution for curing all of our complications, so we won't have any more complications. Let's just not do any more surgery. That's the only way, right? The only way you're going to stop it is by just not having any surgery. So maybe the only way to, maybe Thanos had the right solution as far as curing cancer, you know? Capri Key is now following. Thank you very much, my friend. Let's do Where Squirrel for you. Driving but listening. Addicted from the Philippines. Awesome. I know. Awesome. Yeah, just pray. Who's got cancer? Does somebody have cancer? That's so sad. Man, that is just a bad, awful beast. That was what I did yesterday. Probably 3 of the people I was taking care of. Somebody who didn't smoke with lung cancer. Didn't smoke and ended up with lung cancer. How unfair is that? Ooh, been testing the new Quinn LED Dig Uno prototype. It's working great. Oh, awesome. Ooh, very nice. Very nice, Quindor. Tell us about it. Surgery was successful, but the patient died. Ooh. Did the same. Sonoffs are in the roof. All right. One Tribe Project. Oh, cool. One Tribe Project. That sounds awesome. Let's do... Oh, we gotta turn the Where Squirrel off. Let's do... What should we do? What did you do? I guess explosions. Thanks for following. All right. Thanos got his head cut off and everyone came back except for Black Widow. Yeah. I hope I didn't just do that. Sorry. Shouldn't have read that. Late to the party. What's your live stream schedule? Dave, the live stream schedule is typically Sunday at around... well, let's see. I don't know what time it is where you... I know, spoiler. Sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. So sorry. So sorry. Oh, that was bad. I shouldn't even have read that. I thought what I said about, Thanos snapped the finger, I thought that was probably okay without any spoilers. I should not have read that thing out loud. So sorry to everybody. If you haven't seen it yet and I just spoiled it for you, hit me up in Discord and I'll buy you a movie ticket so you can go see it. I feel bad. Oh, you've seen it 3 times. Pring you. But probably somebody hasn't. I'm sure I probably spoiled that for somebody. Now just forget it. I'm not going out this weekend now. I got some... If people don't say spoiler alert, people who haven't seen it won't know if it's a spoiler or not. Well, that's true. I probably could have just joked my way through it like it wasn't real. Anyways. Man, there's so many good things going on here. If you haven't seen it yet, you should expect spoilers. Just saying. Yeah. It's been a couple weeks. I saw it late, so it's been even a couple weeks since I've seen it, right? Anyways, I'm sorry. I shouldn't do that. I should have. I should read, think, say, not just read, say. Add in-game spoiler to the title. I'll have to do that, Ray. I'll have to do that for sure. Oh, man. Hasio is awesome home automation system. It sure is, Dimitri. It sure is. Love it. Donnie, how's it going? What did I do with all your time before I started Hasio and YouTube thing? Well, I still did projects. I did all the same projects. They were different projects, but I did projects just like I do now. I spent more time on them, so I actually probably got more projects done. I did play more Xbox. That was a little bit of it. And then I also did, probably right before I really started doing this, we were still doing sets. Oh, thank you, Frank. So our kids were doing config ESP03. Oh, cool. Read the comments at the beginning of the title. Oh, cool. Thanks, Frank. Anyways, my kids have done theater, right? My kids do a lot of theater. And so we were doing a lot of community theater, and we were heavy into helping with sets and props and stuff. So that's what I did. And I think probably, let's see, right before that, what had I been building? I mean, things like the castle, stuff in the garage. I mean, I don't know. I just was always doing other projects. So. All right. Have I changed the range resistor? Oh, no. I think they would make a good addition to your light switch box, room occupancy, and motion switching. You know what? I haven't, Wellbo. I was thinking about that, though, because I did. Let's see what Frank sent me here. Oh, cool. Oh, the Sonoff Dual. Okay. Similar button thing. Awesome. I'll have to go through this, Frank. So yeah, I was looking at, I want to redo, I know I've done it a couple times already, but I'm going to do again another garage opener and use ESP Home for the garage door opener. So I've got this sketch should work. And what it will be is a D1 Mini with a relay and reed switch and ultrasonic sensor and motion sensor. And if I can decide to put anything else on there, I will. Maybe I would like to maybe even try the RGB thing so that you get a green, yellow, red light depending on how far into the garage you've gone. So we should be able to do that in here pretty soon. And what I was going to use the Dallas temperature sensor. I've got some of those. I was going to use those for a temperature sensor. And I was thinking that for the motion sensor, I would use those microwave sensors since I haven't done that yet. I still have them, and they're really good. Calling the ball with cars. What happens? Oh, talking of garage, how's it going with the bug? Man, Gary, the bug has not made any progress in like a month, and I'm not sure, man. I gotta get the motor mount, the mounts to the transmission. I gotta just design it in my head and then find somebody to make it. And the same with the coupling between the transmission and the motor. That's where I'm stuck. And I haven't done anything else because I want to get that done first. I did start shopping again for batteries, but I haven't done anything else since, I got the motor controller working, but I can see the dust on it from where I'm sitting. So doing some stuff with the Dallas too, but they're not the greatest. Oh, is that right? Oh, I was hoping that the Dallas sensors would be better. Dang. Well, I don't have any more DHT22s currently on hand, so all I have is the Dallas sensor, so I'm going to use those for now. 3D print the mount? Oh gosh, I wish. Out of metal, maybe? Oh, computer, order a large... Man, you stinker. Let's see if I'll turn up the volume for you, Seamus.
Computer, order a large meat feast pizza.
Thank you, Seamus. Let's see what it says. She's not answering. I think she got the keyword and then didn't catch the rest of it. Darn it. Well, but thank you anyways. I still got I got to eat my sandwich here too. So, all right. Oh, Oh, but did you see? I did show you guys yesterday, right? But not everybody was watching yesterday, so let me show you again. Office blinds cover for what? Not what? What? Impossible. Did I change something? I wonder if I changed something I didn't know. I just used that earlier today. Well, they're still working. Anyways, this is my newest Sonoff. This is my newest Sonoff garage door opener, and what I'm most proud of is the car presence sensor, which actually, Frank, we were talking about this, right? And you said, oh, just put it in ESP Home. I did. So I've set it up so that this is a binary sensor that is home or away, and I've changed the icon to a car, and it triggers based on this ultrasonic sensor distance. So I set it, I had to tinker around with it a little bit to get it right, because sometimes it'll give you some funky readings. So you just pick a threshold, and my threshold was 1.5 meters. So if the car is there, it's less than 1.5 meters before it gets its distance back at the ultrasonic sensor, so it knows the car's in the garage. But if it goes beyond 1.5 meters, that means it's going all the way to the ground and back. Maybe show the code? I can do that. So right here, this is I think this is the binary sensor. Yeah, this is the binary sensor. So I just set it so that it says ultrasonic sensor state. If it's less than 1.5, then return true. Otherwise, return false. So the car is in the garage if the state of this ultrasonic sensor 1 is less than 1.5, and then the ultrasonic sensor is down here. Just name it 1.5, and then here's all this set up for that. But yeah, that just gives you, this just then feeds into this and says, take that value, and if it's less than 1.5, then you're home. Car's in the garage. If it's false, you're away. It's pretty awesome, right? Am I still using Tasmota? Plenty, Alejandro, plenty. I really am doing, I use them both a lot. What if it's someone else prank while she's out shopping? Oh, you know what? She's going to do like the Ferris Bueller's Day Off to me, right? She's going to do Ferris Bueller's Day Off and like put the ladder under the sensor and then take the car and go shopping. Oh, I'll have to watch for that. Don't need the else. Oh, really? So if I just take this out, it'll return true. And if that's not, it'll just say it's false. Oh, okay, cool. Well, there you go. You can make it even simpler. Thank you, Frank. I'm going to leave it in there. Not that I don't believe you, but again, it's working, so I'm not going to mess with it. But next time I have to do it, I won't put that in there. That'll be good. Don't use ESP Home on Sonoff Basic. You haven't, Assad, or you don't want to? See Discord. Okay. Oh, I'm getting hungry. I'm going to have to eat my sandwich. If blah, 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 return false. Yeah. Oh. Oh, okay, I see. For the four-way, for my... For the air conditioner? I probably still need the return false. But the else can go, oh, I see what you're saying. But, oh, if blah, 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 return false. Oh, okay, I see. So I could just do another... I don't need the else. So then I just, would I put if in here? No, just if, and then whatever this is, and then you've got one of these, and then return, I'm still confused. But essentially what you're saying is it automatically will be the other state if it's not, if this isn't true, that's not true, it'll automatically go to the other state, because there's only two states. Is that what you're saying? Just got done playing around with Home Assistant automations and saw you were live. Glad to finally catch one live. I'm glad you are too, Jamie. We're having a great audience here. It's kind of hard to go. I'm going to eat a little bite of my sandwich, though, because I'm getting hungry. She can flip the lens and it'll return false? Yeah. Okay, thank you. Return true. Then just not... Oh, okay, just return false. Oh, really? Oh, okay. That's cool. Return stops the llama, so if you hit true, it stops. Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to take a bite. Just 2 bites of this. I'm sorry, make you guys hungry. It's past my lunchtime. Looks good. See jalapenos, lettuce. Barbecue. Crinkle, crinkle. Sorry. This is the, what's that, SMR, whatever, what's that stuff called? The sounds, you know? All right. Makes you hungry for a late night snack. I don't know. How many pixels are on my house? Let's see. I just added 350. And then I think I've got, I think those are 150, 150. So there's another 300. And then I think the other one's 200. So 7, so 1,000, 1,050, somewhere in there. That sandwich needs to be on the overhead camera. It's good. There's my sandwich. Oh, that reminds me. Let's talk about this for a minute. That's it. Getting back. Might be a backpack. Snack break, everyone. Let's see. Have a link to the sandwich. Why you do this? I'm so sorry. Is that what you're talking about? Or somebody else? ASMR. There you do. That was what I was looking for. Thank you. Thank you, Quindor. I totally forgot where I was now. Absolutely forgot what I was talking about. We need to look at starting your pixel tree for. Yep, it's time. Now is the time to already start getting your awesome holiday displays ready to go. How come you use VS Code and not IDE? I don't know. I like VS Code. I'm used to VS Code. I think probably lately it's because of the integrations for Home Assistant and VS Code. But I guess IDE, I can't remember if IDE had that or not. But I do it now because of those integrations, because it's autocomplete in VS Code. I was already into VS Code. I always probably preferred VS Code over anything else. But now that there's all those integrations and it will autofill entities and services for you, I love it. Totally okay with sandwich content. Make this its own video. Just took a lunch break. Oh man. Casting all over. Oh, you want me to crinkle some paper and take another bite of my sandwich? You're gonna cast it all over the house? Oh my gosh, I have to take another bite. Oh man. You guys are awesome. That's a good looking sandwich. Some kind of cheese and jalapenos. Kids are home? Okay. It's lunchtime, Glenn. It's lunchtime. This is Porta Subs. Yeah, I can stop anytime.
Okay.
You need something?
Jackson got hit with his car.
Is he okay?
Yeah, his door. He can't hardly open his car door.
All right.
And then we have improv. So at 3.
Okay. Okay. Hey, Jackson got in a car crash. Jackson got in a car crash. You gonna say hi?
Hi.
There's Mrs. Z's. Thanks for the sandwich. Jackson got in a car crash. He's okay, I guess. Sounds like everything's good. Crashed up the car, I guess. Bummer. Yeah. All right. Hey, I gotta go. But guys, thanks for being here. I can stop anytime. That's what they all say. Well, I gotta go comfort my boy. I'm sure he's pretty upset. Everything's fine, but I'm sure he's upset, so I better go see him. Thanks for being here, guys. Anybody up? Gracie, come say sign off with me real quick. Come say sign off, and then we're gonna go take care of Jackson and everybody. Where is he? Is he home?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's that?
We're just gonna say bye, okay?
What's that?
Well, that's my sandwich. You think it looks gross? She's like, ooh, that's gross. Okay. Do they want to say sign off real quick? Send them up. Hurry, hurry. Okay. Ready? Ready? As always, thanks for watching. Till next time, adios. Take care, guys. I'm sure everything's gonna be okay. We'll get it all worked out, and I'll be maybe back on tonight. Maybe. We'll see.
You said two.
Take care, fellas. Thanks a lot, and fellas for female. Bye.